Back to another episode of the Bassline here
Yes,
at
sir.
Patchwerk Recording Studios. How you feeling today, smart one?
Man, I'm just happy to be here, dog. Happy to be doing what I actually love, you know what I'm saying? Being in the stew, chilling with my homie, listening to good music, man.
Good
You know
Smart Boy Productions.
shout out to my homie Hakujin. That's his new name. Hakujin. He helped me make this beat, man. Dope studio over on the south side. Yeah. He made this last week, man. That was fly.
Word,
real dope session.
I think that's what we're gonna do for our intro from now on. Either we gonna play a beat from you or a beat from me.
Yeah.
We gonna play a beat.
That'd be fly.
Or if we have a producer on the show as well, we just go play one of our beats for the intro from now on.
Yes, sir.
I think that'll work.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Shout out to Hakujin, aka Brett Phillips. He is on
Shout
IG,
out.
man. Y'all go follow my homie.
Bet. What you get into this weekend?
Dog, I went to see a Charlie XCX concert. Now, I know what y'all thinking. Charlie XCX. Yes, the girl that sung the chorus for Fancy, the girl that sings Boom Clap. She's actually really dope in person, and like it opened my ears up to like a whole nother sound. You know what I'm saying? Her album is kind of her album is kind of dope too because it's very experimental. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of like glitches and like things you wouldn't even think about. You know what I'm saying? Putting in regular production, but like for me, listening to other artists and especially listening to pop artists helps me to expand my production a little bit and like sort of think outside the box, man. So I encourage everybody.
Broaden it.
Yeah, I encourage everybody to go and listen to a new artist, man. Pay that money. And again, that's another investment into myself. Paying money to go see an artist that I wouldn't normally see. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, her concert was fire, bro.
Word.
Was fire over there at Buckhead Theater, man. So
Okay.
shout out Charlie XCX.
I went to see Meek Sunday.
Oh word! How was that? I did hear there was gonna be in the city.
It was dope, man. It was dope. Well, he had it lit.
Word.
He really put on a show. It was him, YG, Future, Meg Thee Stallion, Lil Baby,
Meg Thee Stallion on
2
fire.
Chainz.
Right
Yeah,
now, Meg Thee Stallion's on fire. Shout out Meg Thee Stallion.
For real.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. She's really doing her thing out here.
Yeah, man.
And Future and Rocco even squashed the beef on stage.
What?
That was dope, man.
That's dope.
That was dope.
That's dope.
Been
man.
over like almost 10 years.
10 years.
So that was dope.
Imagine being mad at somebody for 10 years.
Right.
Bro.
All this money out here.
For real though. They probably gonna do a song together now.
Yep.
That's how you really squash beef nowadays.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta collab.
Drake and Meek did it. Drake and Chris Brown did it. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? T.I. and Ludacris did it. You know what I'm saying? That's the way to squash beef these days, fellas. Just make a song with somebody, or in our case, make a beat with somebody.
Right. Collab on a beat. Well, as we always say, we appreciate you guys for tuning in to the show tonight. This show is called The Bassline for all the new viewers tonight. It's for producers only. You submit your beats to pwrbeats@gmail.com. You send us 2 submissions, and we'll be sending you an automated response back with the list of requirements that we'll need from you, like picture, social media, etc.
Yes, sir.
We are now this is the production studio that we are in right now. You can book this room. It's only $30 a book. It's 2-hour minimum.
It's only $30.
Only $30, bro.
$30. I got that. I think.
You can run across that a week at least.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You definitely want to come cook up in this room right here.
You and
Sponsored
the
by.
homies team up, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Facts. Sponsored by Native Instruments. Coming through with your homie, like Smart Boy said, team up. A3C is coming up.
Yes, sir.
So you definitely want to come through and utilize this room for that.
So excited for A3C, man. I was just at the yesterday actually, the Creator Complex over there at the Gathering Spot. Shout out to iStandard. They've been putting on the Creator Complex.
Okay. I was wondering what that was at. That's what it's at over there at the Gathering Spot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gathering Spot. Yeah. Oh, actually, I think it's down the road.
Right. Yeah, the Gathering Spot is. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, man. They a lot of good information. Man, there's so much like in the city. There's just so much information just being, so many gems just being thrown out in random places, man. And like we always say, man, networking is everything. Just go out, you know what I'm saying, catch some of these gems, even if you don't talk to everybody in the room, catch some gems, talk to 2 people and leave. That's what I did. I know how I work in the morning, you know what I'm saying, but show my face.
Right.
And, you know,
get something out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. And we also want to shout out our Tight 32 champions for the month of August. Yeah, for the month of August.
Yeah.
It's King Jai and DJ Face, the producer. DJ Face, our 2-time winner. I was gonna say for the month of September, but I forgot we collabing with A3C for this month. So
Yeah,
that
man.
would be collab with A3C. So be on the lookout for that. Actually, the link is active right now if you want to go ahead and get your ticket. The marketing and branding workshop this past weekend with Eyelash Visions was a success. I saw the pictures when I had to work, but I saw the pictures and videos and whatnot, and it looks like it was a lot of good turnout. So they gave out a lot of valuable information.
That's always
So
dope.
shout out to
man.
everybody for pulling up for that, for the
Again,
marketing.
Like I said, gyms are everywhere in the city, man. You just gotta pull up.
Facts.
Literally, just got. A lot of times, it's literally just you pulling up. So
That's a fact. Now it's time to start with the beats.
yes, sir.
Up first, we got Munchrill out of Burlington, New Jersey. So we about to see Munchrill submitted like 2 weeks ago
Sir.
for the first time. So we're about to see what Munchrill got for us tonight. This is We Got History.
Oh, it sounds like it's directed at somebody.
You think so?
I don't know, man. Could be. You know, we getting our feelings sometimes.
Right,
you know?
right. Could be. I don't know.
Getting our feelings a lot of the times when we be producing.
Right.
Mess around and name a track the wrong thing. Like, hey, man, you good?
Right. Just checking.
Yeah.
This is We Got History by Munchrill. That was We Got History.
Yes, sir.
By Munchrill.
They got a fly sample in there.
Facts. I like that one.
Shipwreck featuring MIA. Pain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, bro, you know,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
you already
man.
on it, man.
He on it. He
Yeah,
on
I'll
it.
be on it, man. It's always
Shout out.
nice.
So what sample was that again?
It's called Pain by Shipwreck.
By Shipwreck.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can listen to that on anything, probably. I'm sure it's streaming.
Word.
Yeah.
Shout out to Munchrill.
Yes, sir. Dope use of sample in there.
Right. Yeah, I like that one. My only critique for that one is that was like a very like layered beat. So I think just for the beginning, like the beginning came in like kind of like brash. So I would just say just like that would be a beat that I would make like I would build it up.
Yeah.
Then have a sample coming in like that. But overall, like sound great.
Yeah,
Mix was great. I like.
Yeah, also, you gotta watch your highs, man. I think some as the producers, you know what I'm saying, the hi-hat be doing like the most, or like not the most, but the hi-hat be just live, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
We be
too
like,
active.
you gotta hear what this hi-hat doing, man. But
Right.
sometimes like you tuck that hi-hat a little bit under the beat, it's golden, you know what I'm saying? And it's still crazy enough when you tuck stuff, it almost speaks a little bit more because your ear wants to pay attention to it, see what it is.
Trying to find it.
But yeah, I
Alright.
like that though, bro.
That was We Got History by Munchrill. This is Don Dada by Munchrill.
Let's get it.
I am the original Jamaican Don Dada. You understand? Jamaican road boy. I don't want to rap with bomber class me. Come on. I murder people for fun.
Let it bang.
that was Dun Dada by Munchrill. He killing like the sample game today.
Yeah.
Got the voiceovers on everything.
Little.
As far as the beat though, I would say it's definitely repetitive.
Yeah. Doesn't really go anywhere.
Right.
Doesn't really go anywhere.
The
It's
sample
just
like kind of set it off in the beginning.
Yeah.
It was just like he was finna. I'm the original Don Dada, so like he was just finna take it somewhere like throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
But
And then the 808 isn't tuned to the beat either.
Definitely not.
I think that's a given. By now y'all been watching long enough to
Right.
know that's a given. We gonna always catch that, but you know what I'm saying? I think there were more. I would think there was other things we could have addressed in this beat than just the 808. But if you do got a sample in your beat, y'all just switch it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Switch it up. Got some of my homies in the comments. Was good. Lenny Luxo, letter L. We see you, brother.
shout out.
I'm a Rum Beats. I don't know. Rum. I don't know.
Yeah, Rom. Yeah.
Rum
okay.
Beats. Top shotters in the building. See you, brother. Snoopy too. Just joined us. What's up, man? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What's good? Snoopy 2-time Mark Shatter. All right. So up next we got appreciate that Munchrill out of Burlington, New Jersey.
Yes, sir.
Up next we got Davon.
Hey, Davon.
Oh, we got is it right?
Yeah.
Oh, then now it's right. All right, yeah. Davon instead of Darvon. It's Davon.
Davon's in the building. Not
Out of
Darvon.
Carrollton.
His twins gone.
So we about to see what Davon got for this is Heaven Above from Davon.
Yes, sir.
Young Davon.
That was Heaven Above by Davon. You need to send that back in with some vocals later on. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Don't send it back in to us.
Send it
But
back
yeah,
in.
right. You send it to my IG
Yeah.
with some vocals laid on that. Nah, that was I like that one.
That was smooth,
Can't
man.
even, right, that was hard. I like that one. We
I
did
need-
tell them last time to stick in that R&B pocket. Cause last time he sent us 2 R&B. Well, he sent us 1 R&B and 1 was like trap or something else. But we told him to stick with the R&B because the R&B was dope.
Yeah, I think this is. I was telling B like this is more like trapping B.
Right,
oh, hey, don't nobody steal that. I came up with that.
Trap B. I
You
ain't
on the
heard
ba-
that one before.
you
That
on
was
the
dope.
baseline,
That's
trapping
dope.
B,
Oh,
cuz.
he need to go
Trapping
copyright
B.
that tonight.
Yeah.
We arguing with T.I. tomorrow.
Not trap soul anymore. We trapping B, bro.
Trapping B.
Trapping B.
I like that. But now he did have to like I said, he definitely need to lay some vocals on that. But when it's time to lay vocals on that, you will have to take some of the hats out.
Mm-hmm.
Cause the hat was going crazy. It sounded good in there, but it was just going crazy once you lay vocals on it. It's gonna be a little too much.
Right.
So besides that, I was interested to see how the bridge sound,
Mm-hmm.
how the bridge sound in this.
Same sort of thing.
Right. But that was Heaven Above by
Yeah.
Davon. How you feel about that one?
I mean, it was dope, man. I think after a while, the
Yeah.
Oh, you maybe for a bridge, throw some keys on there. If you can't play keys, get you somebody that can play keys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, just throw a little switch up in there. I want to know who y'all can hear on this though. You know what I'm saying? Because we shifting gears. It's not about just making a beat anymore. We gotta.
Fact, you need to be pushing these beats out there.
So
you can tell people you got your beat critiqued on the bass line, and you got a song with whatever artist, like whatever artist it is on your beat. So
I personally hit
you want to be a part of the process. Oh, Kalani? Yeah, that sounds good.
Kalani on this, but
That sounds good. Kalani
Dope,
sounds.
man. Shout out Davon. No, I'm just kidding.
Davon. All right, we'll get into another one from Davon. This is Versace Lace.
Whoa. That sounds like an R&B beat.
Young Davon, what you know?
Versace Lace.
I'm interested to just know how he came up with the name.
I was just about to say, I wish I knew what every producer was thinking when they
bro.
named their beats, because I be thinking something totally. We was just talking about R&B.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Versace Lace. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, for
shit.
real.
Well, he finna lay it down for her, boy. He
thought
finna.
for sure Tank was gonna be on the next one.
Tank was gonna be on.
It's like Lil
Trippy
Jon.
Red.
Yeah, Trippy
So-
Red. Trippy Red, XXX and Tessie.
Right. R.I.P.
But yeah, but it,
Damn.
it had. I personally, Larry Elsa is fire. I personally think it just needs a new set of drums on top of it. Maybe a little more bounce. You know what I'm saying? But
Right. I definitely like that snare.
yeah, solid
Yeah.
beat though.
The hat sound like they compress.
Yeah,
Like you can barely, yes.
definitely solid though. I like it.
But what's what they saying?
Wow,
Saying in
wow.
the comments. Snoopy 2 times said it's vibing. Lenny Luxo like the trapping blues.
He's talking about naming his beat too. He's like,
Trapping blues.
He's talking about I just be finding whatever's laying on my desk.
Right.
Paper clip. Yep. That's what this is. Dirty dishes.
Dirty dish. Don't feel like doing those. So shout out to Davon with Versace Lace.
Yeah, man, I'm singing that beat blunt rap. I'm gonna sing you that beat blunt rap.
All right. Up next we got Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Wilson. Out of
Mr.
Brockton,
Wilson. That's what Mr. Wilson
Massachusetts.
changed the picture every time.
Yeah.
Or maybe this. I thought I seen a different picture that time.
Mm.
I don't know. But this is Mr. Wilson with edibles. So
Oh.
I wonder what he was
Well, all
thinking
right.
about when
He probably had some on his desk.
probably so. This is edibles by Mr. Wilson.
Hello, Mr. Wilson.
That ain't tune. That was Edibles by Mr. Wilson. He almost got away until we heard this little. That's not tune right there. What are those, like strings or?
Like a synthy.
Yeah,
Stringy synth or something like that.
that was Edibles by Mr. Wilson. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. It kind of sounded like he was on edibles when he made his beat. Because it just sounded like a whole bunch of everything.
Very intoxicating.
Right.
Very intoxicating. But at the same time, while the detune is it works, but you have to detune enough to like make sure your 808 and whatever other elements. Like if you detune one element, then like the rest of them sort of have to be in key so that it doesn't detune the whole beat and you got like everything a semitone off. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause semitones are real out here. We in the Western world of listening to music don't really focus on semitones. We kind of got our A440. We just go with that. But like, semitones are a real thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful when you detuning a beat. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah,
That sound like it was a lot going on.
I've heard better from Mr. Wilson, so I'm not gonna accept.
Three-time.
Three-time Type 30.
Lost train of thought. Three-time Type 32 champion.
Yeah. Shut up.
We'll see if he can redeem himself. This is Pacific Punch by Mr. Wilson.
Hello, Mr. Wilson.
By Mr. Wilson. What were you saying about the kick on that one, Smart Boy?
It sounded like the lower elements, like the kick and the 808, were sitting not beside or like with, but sort of sitting under the higher elements, like the clap and the hi-hat. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I'm hearing. It might sound different on the other end, or it might have sounded different coming out your monitors, but that's just what I'm hearing from another producer's perspective. You know what I'm saying? You always sort of want them like close to you. Kind of want them close to each other. You know what I'm saying? Right. My kick is the highest point in my mix. Then there's my snare, and then my clap or whatever, and then everything else sort of falls after that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you don't want those. Yeah, I like what El said in the comments, man. A touch of detune, like very, very expensive cologne. You just need a little bit.
Right, especially for the other beat, right?
Yes, sir.
So shout out to Mr. Wilson.
Shout out Mac Velo or Mac Vlo. I don't know names no more. Shout out him in the comments.
Oh,
Mick Vlo.
Mick Vlo.
Mick Vlo. Mick Vlo, whatever. Let us know how you say it in the comments, brother. But shout out to you, or brother or sister. We don't know.
Right, facts, and definitely send us in some of your work as well, so we can get you on the show.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what we got up next. Oh, up next is upcoming events.
Yes, sir.
So this month's Type 32 registration is open. It will take place during A3C week on October 10th.
Yes, sir.
So that will be October 10th. So definitely be on the lookout for that. It'll be A3C week. You know, everybody gonna be in the city. It's gonna be like the Revolt conference all over again.
But for real, like
probably bigger.
Yeah, It's gonna be A3C is gonna be bananas, man. I'm happy to be a part of it this year. I got a bunch of homies. Letter L is actually a part of a speaker this year.
Oh, word.
A couple of my homies from across the pond are gonna be there. A couple of my homies in Bounce Gang are gonna be speakers this year, man. I'm excited for A3C. Y'all should, if you can't afford a pass, 'cause I know the thing's expensive, but like if you can't afford a pass, at least connect with somebody and try to get into a session or try to get into something that's happening. Go to one of these free events that's happening out after A3C or after the ready thing, after all of the register stuff is happening, because there's gonna be stuff happening all week, fam. A3C is the 8th through the 13th. 8th through the 13th, and we already have it a Type 32, so go ahead and get involved in that too. Producers, and tell your artist friends and tell your rapper friends, man, and go ahead and get on it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Also, the Bangladesh production experience is taking place for the second time. You know, he was here now not too long ago. I think it was this year, right?
Yeah. It was
A few months ago.
Yeah, it was in
Yeah.
sometime this summer.
Mhm.
I was jealous I couldn't go.
So he's coming back again on October 12th.
Yeah.
So you get a chance to work and receive feedback from the Grammy-winning producer Bangladesh. So that's a dope experience.
Yeah, and it ain't one of those things where he's gonna be like sitting in a chair and just listening to you play your beats.
Right. He's actually gonna
Like,
be hands-on.
Right,
Give you
working
personal
with
feedback. Right.
Giving you personal feedback. Like it's gonna be you and him, bunch of other producers. But like when he works with you, he's working with you. He's not
Facts.
like, oh yeah, everybody do this or everybody. He's working with you. It's real hands-on, man. So it's worth the investment. Invest in yourself, man. Invest in your craft. Once again.
Facts. The tickets are up for that on Eventbrite right now.
Yes, sir.
All right. And back to the beats. We got my man Jay Fresh out of Charlotte.
Yes, sir. Shout out Jay Fresh, man. Shout out North Carolina, Queen City in the building. You know what I'm saying?
The baby keep going up, boy. Every episode we do, it seems like
Yeah.
the next week is he keep going higher and higher. Shout out to the baby.
Baby on baby. Crazy.
Facts. All right, so right now this is Jay Fresh with Cardio.
Cook it up, fresh.
That was Cardio by Jay Fresh.
Well, all right.
It seemed like you would be listening to that while you working out.
Yeah,
like
bro, I was literally about to say the same thing.
That's
Like,
a beat to keep you pushing, like,
it sound
right.
like it sound like a couple of reps to me. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying?
Facts. One critique that I would have for it is I wouldn't put the drums in the filter as well.
Mhm.
At least I wouldn't at that moment. It was like right within the first 30, 45 seconds. I would have waited to the end or something, or right here in the
Like a breakdown.
right, the breakdown or do something like that. I would have just put the melody in the filter if I would do that. But
I would say you got to make sure the kick has to punch, but it doesn't have to be louder than the rest of the mix, because that's how you get that distortion. And like turn everything else down. You know what I'm saying? That never fails. Turn everything else down.
Right.
Yeah, man, it's a dope beat. That symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can find something else in that. You know what I'm saying? Check out Cymatics. They got a whole bunch of sounds, man. Like I use cymbals sometimes, but most of the time it's just like some white noise type of like sweep or whatever to go on top of my you know what I'm saying, on top of my beat in place of a cymbal. So
Gotcha. So that was Cardio by Jay Fresh. We'll get into another one. This is Bully.
Yes, sir.
Cook it up, fresh.
All right. That was Bully by Bully by Jay Fresh, choreographed by Smart Boy Beats.
Hey, please don't nobody get offended, man. Like, I make jokes because it's all love
Right.
with me and like everybody in the producer community.
This beat took you back to that time period,
Bruh,
huh?
what?
Took you back to the
I saw
snap
Lenny.
your fingers.
I saw Lenny in the comments say it took me back, bro, and I immediately went to like snap and rolling, bro. I was
Man.
like, "What?"
That's I swear that's the same snap from And Then What by
yeah,
Jeezy.
yeah,
That's the
bro.
same. That's the same snap Manny Fresh used.
That snap, especially that snap. Hold up.
I promise you it is.
Boom,
That's
boom,
And
clap.
Then What
Boom,
right there,
boom,
bro.
clap. And also too, just like this one and the other beat, like the melody was kind of like loud and repetitive. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta take that out. That you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, you gotta do a little bit. You gotta do a little more. Y'all producers out there, hook my man Jay Fresh up with a drum kit, man. So he ain't gotta use that cymbal or none of these many fresh drums anymore, man.
Fact.
They now don't get me wrong, they still popping, but like you gotta sort of like move them around
Finesse 'em.
a little bit. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right. All right, shout out to Jay Fresh. Up next, we got Mikey Luciano. Somebody hit Mikey and tell him to submit us a picture.
Yes, sir.
It's Mikey Luciano out of Palm Beach.
Bro, hit me in my DM too, man. He was very appreciative of the feedback that we gave him.
From last
And,
week. Word,
yeah.
word.
I called him. I said his name sounded like a GTA character.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He
Sure,
caught
I
that.
remember that.
He called it too, man. He knew it was all love though, man. Shout out Mikey Luciano, man. That's the homie now. We done got a connection. That's the homie now. Shout out Mikey Luciano for like, you know, taking our feedback and submitting again. You know, so he
Facts.
came back and he's submitting again. So I'm excited to see what he got this week.
Out of Palm Beach, Florida. This is Hideout by Mikey Luciano.
Let's get it.
Mikey Luciano on the track.
Luciano.
Bruh, yes, yeah, that right there. That's how you come back.
Facts. He came back with vengeance,
That's
man.
how you come back with heat, bro. He took our critiques, and not saying that we the end all be all, but he took
Right.
he took what we said or our opinions, bro. He came back with some fire this week. So shout out to Mikey Luciano, bro. Like, yeah, that's how you do it.
That's how you
exactly
come
how you
back
do
and
it.
come back with it. Nah, I like that one, man. That was dope. That might be in my beat of the night
Oh,
pack.
we got a nomination, folks. We got a nomination for the night. Yes, sir.
That was Mikey Luciano with Hide Out. About to get into another one from Luciano. This is Back at It. Oh my God.
Mikey Luciano on the track.
Get It by Mikey Luciano took us down a little R&B type vibe.
Yeah, you know, I kind of like that one.
Right,
The other one is like I'll put it like this: the mix on the other one is where you need the direction you need to go in.
Right,
This
right,
one not
right.
so much. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like if you added a little bit more to this one, like maybe a melodic another melodic instrument. You know what I'm saying? To make it speak a little bit more. But you know, it ain't horrible. It ain't bad or nothing like that.
Right, man. Y'all going through it in the comments though. I'm
Yo.
trying to read. Man,
Y'all about to go
niggas
back and read
sharing
over this,
life
man.
stories and
Hey man, shout out
Man.
see, this is why I love the producer community, man.
right.
Like y'all are really getting behind my boy Ram and like
Rom Beats.
Ron Beach. Y'all really getting behind him and really supporting this man, bro. So like I appreciate that. Shout out to all of y'all for doing that, man. And that's what, bro. And honestly, meeting people in the producer community and like actually going out will help with that social anxiety, man. We all go through it. Listen, I know I talk a lot on here, but bro, I'm one of those nervous, one of the most shy people that you'll ever meet, man. But going out and meeting people and going out and meeting people like the letter L, bro, who's like the guy when it comes to talking, that sort of like strengthened my social and communication skills, man. So shout out to all of y'all in the comments that are getting behind my man and like, you know, supporting him, supporting, man. That's what it's all about. That's gonna take you a lot further as a producer and as a person in the industry than just like having hot music. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? You got to be valuable both inside and out, man. You Hat said something real dope last night, man. He's like, you, the human, are valuable. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it ain't about your music. It ain't about what you bring to the table. Sometimes you are the thing that you bring to the table, man. So like, yeah, I agree with that too. Producers do need their own like therapy group. Hey, low key, but that might be a little thing. You know what I'm saying? That might be a little bag for somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Producer, ooh, bro, I got all the ideas tonight, man.
Trapping V.
Trapping V and producer therapy.
Facts.
Yeah.
All right. Up next, we got the letter L Beats. He's in the comments. I know you see him in the comments.
Therapist, the letter therapist beats. No, just kidding.
He's right out of the A. So we're about to get into a couple of beats from the letter L.
Who's also the plug on the producer stickers, if y'all don't know, and the plug on the sound packs, if y'all don't know, and the plug on the camera too. So like y'all shout out letter L is the guy for real.
Facts.
So,
So this is NFC by the letter L Beats.
Yes, sir. Football season.
All right, that was the letter L Beats with NFC.
That's something you don't hear all the time, bro.
Right,
That's
right.
really something you don't hear all the time. You know what I'm saying? L always sort of captivates me with like the samples. He sort of, I don't know if they're maybe he played them himself, but the samples he sort of like
Yeah, it sounds like some
throws
chopped samples.
some chop. Yeah, he always chops up the sample throughout the beat. You know what I'm saying? I personally would turn some of those that are like, you know, just coming in and out down just a little bit so they're not so abrupt. Just so like the what you call it? Look at that. Look at that. Got placed on PBS Cookie Show. Look, that's dope. Yeah, turn some of that down just so like it like they're not so abrupt and so they're not in your face. But this will also be a dope record for Chance the Rapper, in my opinion, as well.
Facts,
You know what I'm
facts.
saying? But yes, shout out to your placement too, brother. Placed on PBS Cooking.
Yeah, I pretty much got the same thing that Smart Boy and who was that? Mick Velo was saying. Just I was saying just a better mix on the drums. Just better mix on the drums. Could just I don't know, certain parts the kick was like peaking. But yeah, just better mix on the drums. Be good to go.
We're just gonna throw this in the oven.
All right, and up next, another one from the letter L Beats. This is Dreamville type chopper. That was Dreamville type chopper by the letter L Beats.
Another, yeah, I like it.
I like that one better. That was more.
Yeah,
That was more sound more
I say
smoother.
more cohesive.
Right,
It's
more
easier,
cohesive,
easier
right.
to digest. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whereas the other one might have been a TV placement. This was definitely like an artist placement. You know what
Artist
I'm saying?
ready, right.
I would turn that, maybe not turn it up because it was actually like cutting through really well, but maybe I would like find some more like bottom on the snare and the kick, just so like the kick doesn't sound so like flat. You know what I'm saying? There were a couple of notes in the 808 that sort of like got me, but other than that, man, yeah, bro, you know what you're doing, man.
Shout out to the letter L Beats. Appreciate you for submitting.
Yes, sir.
Up next, we got is the tip of the week. What is this week's tip of the week? This week's tip of the week is to get involved with all the A3C activities that we have coming up.
Yes.
That's the tip of the week.
Yes, sir.
We see y'all networking in the comments. Everybody sharing all their personal experience. There's no experience better than face-to-face experience. So y'all actually need to get out and actually network. So think of a game plan. Think of what you're gonna do when A3C actually gets here, so you'll know what you're gonna do once you have a plan.
Yeah,
Don't
and
just go ahead.
And if you can't make it to A3C this year, God is gonna give you 365 of them things to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Yes. We are still accepting. Bro. The Gmail PWR beats at Gmail. Go ahead and send that fire to us.
Right.
Might not get you on this week, but we'll definitely get you on next week. But yeah, man. There's again, like I said at the top of the show, there's always gems being thrown around Atlanta for whatever reason. Gems literally everywhere, and you just got to be in the right place at the right time to catch them, or be watching one of these shows, or be watching one of these shows or one of these podcasts, or listen to one of these podcasts to catch them, man. Just it's all about showing your face somewhere. You ain't got to be the person in front, but as long as you in the room, people eventually somebody gonna know you. You know what I'm saying? Scissor from iStandard, the CEO of iStandard, he told a dope story last night at the Creator Complex. He was telling us how he met DJ Toomp. Like DJ Toomp was one of the people that he looked up to.
Right.
He met Toomp so many times, bro. Like it was introduced. In his head, he was like, "Bro, I know you." But Toomp said, like, "Oh, bro, what's up? How you doing, man? Never met you before. And then he was like, one day out of the blue, he was like, Toomp looked at him and was like, "I know you." You know what I'm saying? It was on from there. You know what I'm saying? So, again, you don't have to be the person in front, man. You just got to introduce yourself or get introduced a whole bunch of times, and then one of those times it's going to click. You know what I'm saying? But it all starts somewhere. Some of us started at the A3C. Some of us started at a beat battle. Some of us start, you know what I'm saying, at wherever. You know what I'm saying? A session doesn't always have to be in the studio. Sometimes a session is just a conversation.
Facts.
And that's the session itself. You know what I'm saying?
And that is your tip of the week.
Yo.
All right, up next, we going back to Kenya.
Oh, yeah.
CERM Esco then recruited some producers out there. We got what is this? Mombasa. Mombasa, Kenya. This is Mash Billi.
The motherland.
So we're about to get into this is Top Flight Living by Mash Billi.
Yes, sir.
Skirt. Mash Billi on the Billi.
Top Flight Living from Mash Billi out of Kenya.
Mash Billi.
That was cool though. I like that.
You know they have hawks in Kenya, bro. You hear that sound? Where was that? An eagle? Somebody let me know in the comments. I don't know animals. That was dope though.
Yeah, I like that one, man. First time submitter. I like that one.
Yes, sir. Newbie.
Right. Definitely appreciate your submission, but no, that was dope. I like that one. I don't really have any critique about it. Like it sounds smooth, like it's enough transitions in it. It's not repetitive, so it won't annoy the artist. Pretty good beat.
Yeah.
That was Top Flight Living by Mash Billi. We'll get into another one from Mash Billi. Then we'll have our final producer of the night.
Yes, sir.
This is a red Ferrari interior. Oh man, he living lavish out there.
Yeah. What? Hey, dog, send me $20.
Skirt. Mash Billi on the Billi.
Red Ferrari Interior by Mash Billi. I finally
All
found
right.
something I can critique. Well, I found two things, but kind of minor. But cause the beats, both of the beats cold. I like both of them. Damn, one was the 808 need to be tuned, and the other one was you go. I can't think of the other one right now. I forgot what the other one was.
I got a tiny one. So the clap that he's using in the snare, mainly that snare, because I have this snare in like a bunch of sound packs. That snare has some low end on it that like always like nobody ever EQs that out, and it makes it like has a special like sore spot in my heart. That snare does not need any of that low end, bro. EQ that mess out. You don't need that because it's like you can't hear it, but if you played it in the club, it'll definitely pick that low end up. And you be like, dang, why was my mix so muddy? That's why. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
What's the other one?
Oh, the other one was my bad. The other one with the kick was peaking in certain parts. So
Oh yeah, there it is. And that's from like leveling and EQing before you throw your master chain. I don't know if everybody has a master chain or what. I have a master chain, but like before you throw your master chain on, you gotta EQ and you gotta level everything and make sure it's right. It has to sound as good as you want it to sound, loud, soft. That makes sense. You know what I mean? Shout out to Amon Jackson for giving me that gem.
So shout out to Mash Billi out of Kenya. We definitely appreciate that submission. Up next, our final producer of the night.
Yes, sir.
This is Grand out of Brooklyn, New York.
BX, son. BX, bruh. You know what I'm saying? B. You know what I'm saying, bruh? BX, cuz. No, I don't think they say cuz.
Yeah, bruh. He said, bruh,
I
ain't
said
cuz.
bruh and cuz. They don't know.
He
BX,
put
son,
South
and,
with it.
son and B. You know what I'm saying? Son, B. You know what I'm saying? Look, yo, Grand look like a Def Jam Vendetta.
Oh, I was just about to say Def Jam Vendetta, bro. He look like that. With the Timbs. The Timbs are definitely on in this picture. Oh,
You wanna
man.
battle with me, bro? Bro, look just like Def Jam Vendetta.
Got a big crazy chain on.
That
All
chain
right,
thick
this
as
is-
hell, boy.
This is True. About to get into True by Grand.
Watch out for the New York niggas.
Don't. That was True by Grand. I like that, man. That was smooth.
Yes,
That was
sir.
smooth. It was
All right,
simple but elegant and smooth. I like that one.
Bro, I was fully expecting Timberlands. You put on your linen suit with this.
Oh
one, bro.
man, he definitely took it. We was expecting some hard liquor. He took us out some wine or
Yeah,
something.
for real.
Wine and cheese.
You two-stepping with this, Grant. You sure you
For
from
real.
Brooklyn? This sound like Chicago, my nigga. Like, you sure, brother? You sure?
No, I like that one, man. I like
Yeah.
that. That was True by Grand. That was smooth. We'll get into another one from True. This is Used To. We'll get another from Grand. I said from True. that was Used To by Grand. The sample was crazy. That sample was crazy. I like that one. Smart Boy already chose that one for his
Yeah, that's
Beat
mine,
of the
bro.
Night selection.
That's mine right now. That's mine.
So
The
who
sample
we got?
too.
We got. It's time for the Beat of the Night. In case you didn't know, we got we got Grand with Used To,
Yes, sir.
and we got Mikey Luciano with Back at It. So right now we're about to play. About to get into Mikey Luciano first. Then we go play Grand. Y'all been very active in the comments tonight. We appreciate it. We need y'all to tune in. We play 30 seconds of each beat a piece. We need you guys just to chime in the comments. Let us know which one you like the most.
Yes, sir.
So this is Back at It by Mikey Luciano.
Mikey Luciano on the track.
Luciano, we're back at it. Like we said, we're gonna give you 30 to 40 seconds. So up next we got Used To by Grand. Chime in the comments, let us know which one you like the most. Is it Mikey Luciano or Grand?
Yes, sir.
Anyone your age, you can see the faces
Alright, that was Grand with Used To. Lenny Luxo said gotta give it a grand tonight. Mick Velo said Grand got my vote. Snoopy 2 times say Grand. Smart Boy say Grand.
Hey,
I
man.
say Grand, so I guess that's what it is. Grand tonight.
That one was kind of.
Shout out to Grand. First time submitter, last beat played, and he won the Beat of the Night selection. So we definitely appreciate you for submitting. Definitely tune in for our Tight 32. Hopefully you can get down here for the A3C
Yes, sir.
functions that we got going on this way. Tune in to. Go check out our Eventbrite page. You'll see all the information about that. We'll be hitting you up as well, letting you know some information about the things we have going on here, so you can get involved in the Tight 32.
Yes, sir.
But we appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight, and that was our show, The Bassline. I am B. Thomas.
I am Smart Boy. Follow me, Smart Boy Beats, and B_Thomas. Man, thank y'all so much
Facts.
for tuning in. Tell everybody to submit to the Bassline. Tell them to catch us next Tuesday. But we're gonna be out of here. We're gonna get out of here with this swing that we got going right here, man.
Right.
Let's
We're
get
gonna
it.
finish the show off with Grand. This is Used To.
Yes,
See y'all.
sir.